What's up, guys? My name is Austin Silver. If you're new to the channel, new to my videos, I appreciate you being here very, very much. We're going to go over a lot today, so make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. We're going to jump into the charts in a second, but first I want to show you my P&L. So you can see in front of you, I pulled about 13, almost 14 pips out of this trade, originally with my stop loss set at 13 pips, leading to this trade being a 1R return, which is a really nice trade to start the week. Now, typically I'm looking for at least 2R, but nothing was clean this morning, and that's what I want to preface this entire video recap with, that nothing was really clean. Across the entire market, nothing set up with perfect trend, nothing set up with perfect ADR, nothing set up with perfect formations for me to get interested in anything. But here, I was able to identify the potential of a risk-reward setup, and I was able to say, look, I could potentially get at least 1R out of this trade. So when I see setups like this that aren't the best risk-reward setups, I take that into account when I consider grading my trade. Now, I've talked about grading my trade in other videos. I actually had a webinar on this a couple months ago, and it's a very important concept that I think a lot of new traders miss, and it's just as simple as having parameters within your system that you can pull away from to say, look, this is not a perfect setup because it's missing this. It's not set up like this. If you have those parameters, you can pull them away and say, look, this is still a setup like I did this morning, but it's not an A plus risk reward setup. It's not an A plus technical setup. So I'm not going to go and treat it with size as if it was an A plus setup. So keeping that in mind, using that grading system can allow you to still, on a day like today where the market is a little choppy, find decent risk reward setups. You don't have to hit them with a ton of size, but you can still get involved in the market and still make a really great trade. So here, again, you can see the P&L, you can see the live photo. So let's go to the chart. I want to show you here on the 5-minute what really made me interested. Now, top down, daily, 4-hour, 1-hour, we're all outside the 8 EMA, 8 and 21, telling me that we're long biased today. So I'm looking for a signal to tell me to take this higher. Here on the 5-minute, right, we're looking for divergence because we know that we're in a pullback here to that long bias. We see from like 3, 4, 5 in the morning, we're seeing it pull back to the 800 EMA on the 5-minute chart. So once we hit that area of 133.90, 133.89, right around the 800 EMA, that told me to start to look to see if we're going to hold for a move higher off of it. Now, on the 15-minute time frame, you can see that 800 EMA is actually the 200, very, very similar to the 200 EMA, the white line here on the 15-minute. So significant levels of support. And you guys know, if you've seen my course or seen my videos, we like to buy it at significant levels of support if we can get the right signal. So now, taking it down a little bit even to a smaller time frame, to the 1-minute time frame, I was able to find my entry on the breakout here through the 200 EMA. Now, what got me in there wasn't so much the TDI today. We're going to focus more on just the structure of the formation that I saw. I saw this pennant forming from about 7:30 on, and once we got into 8 o'clock and started to hold the low set here at 133.99, I said, look, we can use that zone, that price level here, as an area of sensitivity. And if that's our sensitive area for a stop, if we can break this pennant to the upside, we might see it pop. And I told everybody in the VIP chat we could see it hit the 800 EMA right here. And that's exactly what it does. So knowing that it could go to the 800, that was just about 1R from where I was in at 134.19. So keeping that in mind, keeping that in focus, when we saw it get there very quickly, I actually stayed in a little bit longer and was able to make sure that even covering my spread, I got the full 1R, maximized the trade to its fullest potential, and knowing that it's not going to be a long-term trade, knowing the trend is not super clean, it was, coming down all morning, I didn't love it for a long-term buy, I took the profit. I locked the 1R, put the stop loss in profit, locked the winner, because I knew that it could pull back, and that's exactly what it did. Now, it did pull back, and it's moving higher here still as the day goes on, and I said that this morning as well, that look, I'm getting out of the trade because I like the risk reward, I like the money in the bag, but this still can go higher, because if you're looking at the higher time frames, for example, if we flip to the hour, this was just a pullback to the 50 EMA here on the hour. We then bought it at the 50 and we're coming higher off that, and in an overall uptrend, these are great opportunities to buy. So this was my trade this morning. This is the trade to start the week. I'm very happy with it. I followed my plan pretty well, even on a choppy day where a lot of traders I know in our free chat were having a lot of issues. Here, we were able to make some money in the VIP. So I hope you learned something from the recap. Like I said, if you're new, if you haven't seen these before, do me a favor, make sure you're subscribed, give the video a big thumbs up, let me know you're new, drop a comment, say what's up, and let me know if you learned anything here. Let me know if any of my analysis is new to you, if you agree with it, if you disagree with it, any comments, concerns, just drop them in the comments. And if you're trying to take this a step deeper and understand exactly how I take these trades and the systems that I use, the way that I read the chart with the TDI, with the EMAs, all you got to do is click the link in the description below. There's plenty of information for you guys on that. So it's 10 o'clock, done my recap, done my trade, gonna enjoy the rest of my day. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day too. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.